Good morning, students. My name is Megha Batra, your SST teacher. Today's topic is the globe. Have you seen globe? You must have seen it. It looks like the model of the earth. You cannot see the earth, but you can see the model of earth. In the space, you will know that the earth looks like this. Our planet Earth is home to all the living things. It has both land masses and water masses on its surface. It is also surrounded by a layer of air called atmosphere. The presence of water and air make life possible on the earth. Earth is the only planet that the life is possible on it. The earth was believed to be flat for many years. People think that it is all over flat. When they will go further, there are high edges in the end and they will fall down from them. But it is actually spherical in shape. An explorer named Magellan proved that the earth is spherical in shape. He in In 1919, Magellan started his journey from Spain with his fellow travelers, and he traveled in the same direction for 3 years. At last they found that they have reached the same place that they have started. They didn't get any end, and he proved that the earth is spherical in shape. The photographs taken from the spaceship also prove that earth is spherical in shape. The surface of the earth. More than 70% of the earth's surface is covered with layer of water and remaining is land. You can see the earth looks like a blue. Why? Because more than 70% is covered with water and rest is land. That's why it looks like a blue planet. There are huge land masses called continents and large water bodies called oceans. The land masses have mountains, plateaus, hills, plains, deserts. There are also smaller water bodies in the earth. You can see them like seas, bays, gulfs, rivers, etc. In all, there are seven continents and 5 oceans. Here is the list. Continents are Asia, Africa, Antarctica, Europe, North America, South America, and Australia. And oceans are Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Arctic Ocean, and Southern Ocean. The International Hydrographic Organization has created the fifth ocean by the name of Southern Ocean. It comprises of southernmost parts of the Indian Pacific and Atlantic Ocean. So now you know we have 7 continents and 5 oceans. Here it's done. You can see here. Next is globe. Here is the picture of globe. You can see. To study the earth, which is a large planet, it is not possible, but you can study the earth on this globe, showing all the countries, oceans, seas, rivers, etc. in their correct position and shape it is made. So that's why it is called the model of the earth. It gives an accurate picture of the earth's surface as it is a spherical representation of the globe. It has 2 end points, the North Pole, which is at the top, and the South Pole, which is at the bottom. There is also an imaginary line joining the North Pole with the South Pole. This is called axis of the earth. You can see the line that is joining it. Red line is there near the North Pole and near the South Pole. This is called axis, and you can see a line between the 2 poles. This is called equator. It divides the earth into 2 equal parts, that is northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. The line which divides the earth into 2 equal parts is called equator. The two equal parts are northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. There are also longitudes and latitudes. Firstly, we study about the latitudes. If you observe the globe carefully, you will be able to see a number of lines running parallel to the equator. You just see the parallel lines that are running near the equator. These parallel lines are called parallels or latitudes. They are numbered from 0 degree to 90 degree. The equator being at 0 degree north pole is at 90 degree north and the south pole is at 90 degree south. The other important latitudes are, you can see in the picture, the Tropic of Cancer, the Tropic of Capricorn, the Arctic Circle, the Antarctic Circle. I'm repeating it, the Tropic of Cancer, the Tropic of Capricorn, the Arctic Circle and the Antarctic Circle. Now, properties of latitude. The equator is the largest latitude. As you can see, it is in the middle. It is also called the Great Circle. Latitudes don't touch each other. They have same distance between them. All latitudes are complete circles, but the North Pole and the South Pole, they are not complete circles. They are just the points, because from them these circles got started at the same distance. There are 181 latitudes. How many latitudes? 181. And latitudes are marked in degree and minutes. Now let's come to the longitudes. On a globe, we can also see semicircles running from the North Pole to the South Pole. You can see in the picture, they are coming from the North Pole to the South Pole. These are called longitudes or meridian. The longitudes are of equal length, but they are 360 in number. Latitudes were 181 in number, but longitudes are 360 in number. And it was very difficult to number them due to their equal length. Thus, it was decided all over the world that the meridian passing through the Greenwich near London should be taken as 0 degree meridian. This meridian is also called the prime meridian. Here it is, the red line, that is prime meridian, 0 degree meridian that has been taken from Greenwich, London. Meridians to the east of the prime meridian are called east meridians, and those to the west are called west meridian. Meridians to the east of the prime meridian are called east meridians, and those to the west are called west meridians. There are 180 meridians to the east of the prime meridian and 180 meridians to the west of the prime meridian. Remember it. That's why the total makes 360. 180 to the east and 180 to the west. Total 360 meridians are there. And the 181 latitudes and 360 longitudes. Meridians. India is located to the east of the prime meridian. Which side is India located? East. Now, properties of longitudes. All longitudes are of equal length like latitude. Longitudes cross the latitude at the right angle. Remember it. Longitudes cross the latitude at the right angle, 90 degree angle. You can see here it is crossing. Longitudes are crossing the latitudes. The distance between any two longitudes decreases as one moves away from the equator towards the pole. Distance decrease hota jayega. Longitudes are marked in degree and minutes like the latitudes. Now further we comes to the grid. I told you that longitudes cross the latitude to the right angle, and this cross connection is called grid. On a globe, the lines of latitude and the lines of longitude intersect each other at right angle, forming a grid. The grid is a network of both these lines drawn on a globe. Thus, the grid is very helpful to locate a place on a globe or a map. For example, if we know that Delhi's latitude is 28.30 degree north and its longitude is at 77.12 degree east, we can easily locate a point where these two lines cross each other. This point will give us the exact location of Delhi. So, thank you.